It's the economic engine that drives Fort Calhoun, the nuclear plant, operating since 1973 and employing more than 600 workers. People were stunned earlier this month when the head of OPPD announced he wants to close it, saying it's no longer sustainable. But in the last 10 days, a movement has quietly gathered momentum. Save Fort Calhoun. Good evening, I'm Craig DeGrelli.
And I'm Jennifer Griswold. From social media to letters to the newspaper, more and more people are hoping the board of directors decides against shutting it down. New at 10, reporter Nick Starling went to Washington County tonight and is live with what he found. Nick?
The people in Washington County are still in shock and denial this is happening to a plant hundreds of them work at. But some are holding out hope this decision isn't a done deal. In the rural communities of Washington County, this nuclear plant brings so many jobs and dollars into the area that could soon disappear.
We have a lot of customers from the plant.
Jimmy Smith's family owns the Rustic Restaurant in Fort Calhoun for years and says when the news broke over a week ago, he thought about his loyal customers.
We have a big group of guys that come in every Friday morning and they drink right after they get off work because they're getting off at 6, 7 in the morning. So they come in and eat breakfast.
Over in Blair, some businesses are also getting nervous.
I think it would have some effect. We do caterings over at the OPPD plant.
OPPD CEO Tim Burke says as the power industry changes, operating the plant is no longer financially sustainable, and the utility needs to find ways to keep customer rates as low as possible.
But it's going to be tough. And you know what? It should be, right? I think it should be tough. And we ought to take those things into consideration.
Since the announcement, a Facebook and Twitter page were created to garner up support against closing the plant down. And now?
It's been a whirlwind as far as trying to get things out to try and to raise awareness on it.
These T-shirts and yard signs designed by a plant employee and his daughter. The owner of the sign depot in Blair, Annie Shotwell, says she's trying to help out in any way she can.
Just to show your support for the families that are going to be hopefully not impacted, but right now they're all super stressed out.
Shotwell hopes this will sway OPPD's thinking.
It'll be a big deal if something happens. Hopefully it's not a done deal.
I reached out to Mick Mines, the OPPD board president who represents the Blair-Fort Calhoun district, and he tells me this closure is needed for business reasons and feels for the employees of the plant. Many opponents of the move are scheduled to be at the Blair City Council meeting tomorrow night. The OPPD board is scheduled to make its final decision on June 16th. Reporting live in studio, Nick Starling, KMTV Action 3 News.
All right, Nick, good story.